Yes. So, sweetheart, please tell us the thought that you got disturbed by.
At my age, I should have X amount of money saved, income, and status. Attaining them will make me happy.
Okay, you're sitting with your eyes closed and trying to focus on this moment, completeness moment, this moment, peaceful moment, this moment, mindful moment. And this thought arises in the mind and you get lost in it. Would you call this thought a dream in that moment or reality?
A dream.
Are you sure?
Yes.
Is it relevant in the moment?
No.
What is relevant then?
Peace in that moment.
Is it useful?
No.
Just, keeping the thought in your mind, you don't get, you don't become a millionaire. You don't get any money.
No.
It's just that you are disturbed.
Yes.
Is it useful as regards your highest possibility?
No.
And may I know what is that?
My highest possibility.
Your best possibility in this lifetime.
To do my best in the now and be truly happy with who I am.
So that I suppose one can do when one is able to live in the moment fully.
Yes.
And this thought is taking us away from the moment. Is it conducive to your peace?
No, I'm living constantly for a possible future that may never come.
Even if it comes, you have spoiled the moment.
Yes.
So this way or that, the idea is that today I have to live fully and do my best in order to, say, get money, in order to do some work for that. But then just doing circles in the mind is not helpful. Are you out of it?
Yes.
So beautiful, dear. So beautiful. So beautiful. But we will still continue because many of us are still not out of it. What are the likes and dislikes?
I dislike that I spent my savings due to a different problem. I dislike that my profession doesn't pay well in Canada. It only pays very well overseas. I dislike having missed so much time and so many holidays with my family when I was chasing money. I wish I would have chosen a different subject to have been a teacher in.
Again, let's focus on the moment. The dislike, that is a mental formation. Do you appreciate that?
Yes.
And when that mental formation is alive in the mind, you are lost in it. Do you appreciate?
Yes.
And you don't want to remain lost?
No.
If you have these likes and dislikes, what other feelings you see arising in the mind?
The consequential
Yes.
feelings. Yeah. Frustration, shame, sadness.
And I am sure you don't want all that.
No.
Keeping the likes, dislikes alive, can you ever be free from frustration, sadness?
No.
And you want to be free.
Of course.
Between likes, dislikes and freedom, and I tell you, you cannot have both.
Yes.
What would you go for?
Freedom.
Are you sure?
Yes.
That means I let go of the former.
Yes.
My job is focusing on the present and doing my best. Giving a direction is different from making it an X factor.
Yes.
X factor causes worries, sadness, frustration. Direction, you plan and you execute.
Yes.
What are the incompleteness equations, dear?
Oh, I plus X equals C. If these desires get fulfilled, Will I get lasting peace? No. Even before, when I was making a lot of money working overseas, I was too busy to enjoy any hobbies. And even though I was making a lot of money, I was never living in the now.
So the mind was all the time living in future, past, hurry, worry. Impulses were constantly arising.
Yes.
And these impulses are normally about correct me if I am wrong, resolves about the future. I will do this, I will reach there. Reaching there, I will once again get something, and this is continuous.
Yes.
This creates all the clutter in the mind.
And the future that I had planned never actually came about. That I had spent all that time focusing on.
What is your own history, dear? As you have said, even when you had money, you were making a lot of it.
Yes.
The completeness was not there.
No.
Are you attaching with anything eternal, permanent?
In now?
Yes, when the thought is there, the attachment hidden in that thought.
Oh, no. Then no.
That thought itself, is it a permanent thought?
No.
No thought can remain in the mind permanently.
Right.
Now today it's money, tomorrow it will be my father,
Yes.
day after it will be my mother. Why tomorrow, day after? 5 minutes from now, something else will come. And then whatever thought we are lost in, there is an unconscious feeling that our whole life is dependent upon this thought, and then we give it up. And then we give it up. This is called the illusion of permanence. You are lost in it, you consider it as permanent, and you yourself give it up after a while.
I was obsessed about money, and then when a health problem occurred, that became my new obsession, and I was living towards a future for that. Of being free of that health problem.
So, do you want to say that in order to get rid of a particular problem, you have to shift to a new X factor? I'm joking. Is incompleteness ever conducive to freedom?
No.
Now, feeling a dearth inside, a lack inside of anything whatsoever, can one ever feel free?
No.
Can I know your definition of freedom, please?
Freedom is not having any burden of the future or past, and being truly present and enjoying every
Wow.
moment that you experience.
So beautiful. May I request Suruchi to tell us one couplet from Ashtavakra about freedom and bondage, which is so beautiful. I don't remember the couplets from that book.
It is bondage when the mind desires or grieves, rejects or chases anything, gets excited or angry over anything. Liberation is attained when the mind does not desire or grieve, reject or chase, get excited or angry.
And I'm sure both of us, all of us, want that state. And I'm sure about you. Conditionings, please.
Money and status bring happiness.
True?
No.
What is the truth then?
Being present in the moment brings happiness.
Yeah. It's not that the rich people cannot be happy.
Mm.
They can be mindful, they can be living in the present, they can be very evolved. It's not that all poor people will be enlightened. There is no relationship actually. This we need to understand. We don't have to shun money, we don't have to run after money. We have to just, keep doing, following our dharma to the best of our capability. Enjoy awareness, love. If you attach with the notion that money gives happiness, status gives happiness, how do you feel?
Stressed. focused always on competing with others.
Hmm.
And what do they have versus what do I have?
Hmm.
And how can I get more than them?
Those who have more than what you have, are they happy?
I'm not sure, but it shouldn't be my focus.
That should not be your focus, I understand. But it's just to understand that that is not the criteria.
Yes.
Yes. Do you see any reason that's not stressful to go on holding on to this belief that is not true?
I'm sorry.
Do you see any reason that is not stressful to go on holding on to this belief that money gives happiness, status gives happiness? Do you see any reason to drop it?
Yes.
If you drop it, suppose this thought is not there in you,
Mm-hmm.
what would happen? How would you feel?
Blissful. Actually, today when I did the exercise, I felt much lighter from it, and this had been causing me a lot of problems recently.
Did you cry?
No, but very, very frustrated and critical of myself when comparing myself to others in my age group and what they had versus what I now have as opposed to what I had. I would constantly live in the past after losing the money, not losing the money, but spending the money, and think about what I had versus what I have now, and being in a state of constant frustration and stress.
So comparisons. Is there any other conditioning hidden over there? In comparisons, while we compare ourselves with others. You may think about it later. When we are comparing, then the criteria of higher and lower, we measure it in terms of money status.
Yes.
That is what we have been taught. So when this thought is not there in your head, how would you feel, dear?
Like a large burden had been taken off my back.
And you still have to do what you are doing.
Yes.
It's not that, we are living in some jungles in the Amazon forest. We still have to live in Canada, the same home, the same place, and keep doing our best.
Yes.
Who is stopping you from letting go of this story?
Just myself?
Yes. And you don't want to do that.
No.
Is it your business that you should have a lot of money, should come about?
No.
You should be recognized. Can you help it?
Can I help it?
Yes. Can you do anything about it that you become famous overnight?
No.
Yes. What is your business then? In this moment, and this is the only moment we have, this is the only time we have.
Doing my best in the moment
Yes.
and enjoying myself in the moment
Yes.
to the best of my ability.
Can we try to do the turnaround? Money and status giving happiness. What would be the turnaround?
Money and status does not bring happiness.
Yes. I give me happiness. I give myself fulfillment. And that happens to be our foremost business, true business. And then knowing the self. Nothing more is nothing else is more important here than knowing who you are. When you come to understand, and you have already some inkling about it, Greg, you are already aware that it will not end here with this life.
Yes.
It will continue, and the journey is towards the destination is getting rid of all the patterns of the mind, freeing it of all the vibrations, and getting established in the self. And you are ready for it, dear. Thank you so much. Bless you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And the other ones are also so good.